2, 1, 0.
I wanna spend the night because I want you. So girl, can we meet up, meet up, meet up, meet up, meet up, meet up? I wanna spend the night because I want you. So where can we meet up, 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 meet up?
What's up, lady? No need to act shady. The way them jeans hugging your curves driving me crazy. But I ain't trying to gas you. So first let me ask you, what you sipping on? There's nothing for me to pass you. A glass of Pinot, as far as we know, we out in Rio. Imagination running amok, so how about we go to a place where the lights real low? You never know, you probably feel we should be taking it slow. But no, applying pressure in the 2-5. Sun reciprocate energy, when I shine, you shine. Basic principles, I'm just trying to get into you. More than what a friend would do, I hope I'm not offending you. Why you telling me things you wanna do to black? Forget your math, just put your Addy in this Uber app. I think now we both know what's up. Bed squeaking till the sun come up.
I wanna spend the night because I want you. So girl, can we meet up, meet up, meet up, meet up, meet up, meet up? I wanna spend the night because I want you. So where can we meet up, meet up, meet up, meet up, meet up, meet up?
Yeah, listen, how the fuck you gonna walk about with these high heels? They look on my face like something wrong with him. Both cheeks are chunky, the thighs match still. A body I can touch, but more than I can feel. Don't talk to me about those BBLs. The frame is right, the pic ain't real. But she's that deal, I'm feeling you still. I'm money you can tell, cause you never miss a meal. You got a little dro, that's cool with me. You got time to blow, that's cool with me. You wanna blow show, that's cool with me. The flow is Jay-Z, you're riding along with me. The membership CrossFit, so you know what that means. You gonna be tapping on me, the way my stamina be. Like show, no more, what you doing to me? Looking back with your legs shaking, who but me?
I don't know where this will go, but I want you to know tonight I belong to you. I don't know where this will go, but I want you to know that tonight I belong to you, to you, to you.
Up off that. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. 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 Up off. Bah. Hey. Hey. Y'all know what day it is. Y'all know what day it is, huh? Yeah. It's Facts Friday, baby. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz, don't? All right, man, look at who we have here. Let me see who we have up. Smokey Smitty, with you. Let me see. Greg Dunlap. What's going on with you? Whoops. Hi, man. Look, first I want to say this. Everybody, welcome to the Facts Friday. If you haven't done it, please close out the chat, hit the like, give it up for the Von Hill.
Bring her lips with a laugh under the cabbage patch. She's a pretty lady, and then sign some autographs to burn them and shaboing boing.
Hit the Tyson Bell. Jay Bizzle, he said, put the meat up on. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, he said, put the meat up on. Let me see. What do you think of AJ 2-fight deal? Good. Wait. Hold on, everybody. I don't know what's wrong. I swear before long. We got to give it up to the lady.
You should let me in. You deserve it. No, you deserve it. Baby.
Whoa! Listen, y'all. Listen. Go to the mall. Get you a nice outfit. Get you about 3 fingers of whiskey. All right? On ice. Get you a cigar. Swing a little bit on your own pregame. You hear me? Call up your boys. You know what I mean? You don't need a group of y'all, just your favorite friend, or maybe two of them. Say, hey, man, we going out tonight, man. Leave the women at home. Leave the women at home, dog.
You should let me in. You deserve. No, you deserve better. Baby.
You know what I mean? We all need a break, fellas. We all need to go back. You have a little fantasy. Go back to your R&B days. Yeah, I'm telling you, you're going to come back the way, women, don't worry. He's going to behave. He's going to come back way better. He's going to be flirty and everything, all right? He just need, the weather's breaking. He just need time with the fellas. Just one time to take a break.
You should let me in. You deserve. No, you deserve better. Baby.
Brother said this is his birthday. You know what, brother, for your birthday?
Yeah, put it simply in here. I like surprises. I came here for prizes. Big booty and thighs is promising my guys is how I could get inside this. Stupid, I realize this, but there's so much I wanna know about you, but I don't really wanna know. That's what they say. You make it too hard for a nigga. I got you, but I got the time. Let's make it work.
Oh yeah, Superman. Dun, 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 dun. We outside.
Anything can happen when you're outside. You can lose a fight, see a chick, have a con with that vibe. You can ride a bike, see a nigga, and ask if he's alright.
All right, everybody. It's a Facts Friday. It's a Facts Friday. It's the Facts Friday. Everybody, it's the Facts Friday. All right. We got some stuff to talk about today. How long of a show will it be today? I think we can make the hour. Because, you know, people may just get moist. All right. People may just get moist. We have a few things to talk about. One, the no running rule petition is out. We're knocking on 500 signatures already. I released it at night, late at night last night, like at 10:30, 11 o'clock or something like that. Late last night. It's on X, it's on Instagram, it's on YouTube, and now it's in the description box. If you want to sign the petition for the no running rule, it is now lit. We're going to try to get this thing passed, all right? To make a new rule in boxing, no more damn running. So you can have confidence. You're going to watch the fight, and it's going to be the sweet science. Swimming without getting wet, right? You're going to move around, be able to box. There's going to be all the styles, but hell, you ain't going to have the intentions to not engage and run around the ring for rounds, making a damn snooze fest. Now there's going to be a rule against that shit. Sign a petition in the link, in the description box. You know we signed a petition. I already know, brother. The boxing revolution. Hit the Tyson bell. Also, Jaime Munguia popped. Jaime Munguia popped. And what do I think about that? I know De La Hoya, he has something to say. We'll talk about that. Jermall Charlo. Woo. Jermall Charlo is becoming everyone's favorite fighter. That guy is having a perfect media day. Like, the guy is so likable at this point. You know, sometimes you got to hit rock bottom, bruh. You got to hit rock bottom sometimes and come out of that. And, dude, Jermall Charlo, even if you don't agree, it's hard to disagree. And I'll tell you the difference. No, he ain't, bruh. Wait until I'm done. Wait until I'm done playing what he had to say. He was unleashed. Wait until I'm done with that. All right. And then after watching him, you're gonna be like, hold on, brother. This guy here is letting it be known. And we're gonna talk about Teofimo Lopez and his antics. Now you're probably like, yes, Teofimo, negativity. Whoa, that's real. Whoa, Teofimo, yeah, saying some shit, acting an ass. Whoa, right? That's just all right. We'll talk about that. He's likable too. All right, and we'll talk about that. Okay. And I think this is the Facts Friday, so we're just going to be completely just unhinged giving all the facts how we feel. Everybody, make sure you just sign. I see that. I see people leaving and signing. That's all good. Make sure you hit the like. All right, hit the like bell. Thank you so much. It's a boxing revolution. I'll wait. Sorry, don't worry about it. Okay, because the last thing I want you guys to do is just be in your head like, nope. I mean, bro, life shouldn't be like that, bro. Oh, you doing better? That's good. You doing worse? Well, I hope you get better. Okay, everybody, let's get started. First, Terence Bud Crawford, Akin Barak. This shit is.
Who's the hardest puncher you ever faced?
Shit, D.
Who?
These nuts.
Got him.
Yes,
You a grown man.
That's Terence Crawford, dog. That's Terence Crawford. If Terence Crawford can be in his element, just chilling, sitting on the couch, just talking to the bros, you will get a more entertaining Terence Crawford. But when Terence Crawford has to do an interview, just doing an interview, it doesn't work for him. If you're chilling, if somehow you can build an atmosphere where he's chilling, Terence Crawford is extremely likable and entertaining. All right. Okay, everybody. Let's move to Jaime Munguia. Let's move to what Jaime Munguia and that whole situation. Everybody, the receipt. Receipts, motherfucker. Okay, before I give my take, let me just give you the facts. All right, he popped. He had a VADA test. He popped for his Bruno Surace fight, and what he popped for was exogenous testosterone. Exogenous testosterone. All right. He popped above the levels. All right. Let's talk. Before I talk, give you the receipts of anything else, let's just talk. All right. First of all, I think we have to go a case-by-case basis. Okay? I do. I don't think everything is the same. I don't. I don't think everybody who's popped have all popped for the same things and for the same reasons. I don't do a broad brush on the whole thing. For me, honestly, though, that may be due to my background. Let me explain. I'm from the hood. All right. And that's what the cops do. That's what the cops do. A brother sitting there chilling. He has a friend who's selling dope. Broad brush. They're all criminals. You know what I'm saying? It's just, and they're all the same. That's just what the cops do. I don't even move like that. And that may be because of that, my background. All right. I have friends in jail forever, but they were best friends of mine. We hung out every day. And I'm telling you, the cops would be like, hey, the biz, so-and-so, you know, not name dropping anybody, but the biz, so-and-so, all of them criminals. He's sagging his pants. He looks like that. So I don't do that. I go a case-by-case basis. But that's just me. If you don't, fine. Exogenous testosterone, from what I got right now, because Jaime Munguia, the B sample hasn't happened or whatever, we don't know how much he failed for or anything like that. We don't. But as of right now, he cheated. That's my opinion from what I have right now. My opinion can change. But that's my opinion, because I'm not sure if y'all know, but I'm definitely into fitness a lot. I'm into fitness a lot. Exogenous testosterone. I know what that is. I haven't taken testosterone. I've never taken testosterone. Oh, wrong. I did take some testosterone pills for a quick second. But then my brother was like, hey, you going to mess around with a receding hairline. You can't. I was like, never mind. I just told him like, yo, man, I'm feeling better with these testosterone pills I got from GNC. Like, you want to end up with a receding hairline. I was like, never mind. And now I got the Beijing. All right. Now I'm just playing. But exogenous testosterone isn't what you call that, when a supplement it's not contamination. Exogenous testosterone is not contamination. All you need to do is think of the word exogenous. It means external. That is the opposite of contamination. Exogenous testosterone is the opposite of contamination. It's external. Meaning that you only get exogenous testosterone through nasal spray, injections, right? Stuff like that. Now, why take testosterone? Essentially, testosterone is to make effort feel good. That's basically what it is. It's to make stress and effort feel good. So when you're working out, the more effort you put in, you feel good. There are people with high level of testosterone anyway. So they can hit the gym all day long. They love hitting the gym. Exogenous testosterone is an added testosterone that you don't get naturally. Is exogenous. So it makes effort feel good. So you'll be putting even more and more effort and feeling better and better. That's what it is. Gain muscle is one thing. But before you jump out, gain muscle, understand, is to make effort feel good. So forget about just muscle. It's also endurance. You can, when the longer you run, the more you feel good about it. We all know Jaime Munguia is known for not having a great gas tank. You get what I'm saying? You recover faster, yes, but it's no. All right, forget it. No, nobody listening. All right, but let's move forward. Let me give you the receipts of the reaction to it. Receipts, motherfucker! This is what, see the brain? This is what I'm saying. No, you take weed, you smoke weed to feel good. You see what I'm saying? You hear me? I know you hear me, but look where the brain at. There's nothing I can do. I'm telling you, that's I try to explain the no running rule. I'm telling you, these are the brains we got. There's nothing I can do. All right? Okay. That's why I quit early nowadays. I just be like, forget it. All right. So look, Stacey Kendra, it's a pandemic. It's a pandemic. Okay. So check out what Bruno Surace said. He said, I'm shocked by the news that Jaime Munguia tested positive for a banned substance. There's no place in boxing for cheating. Facts. The sport is dangerous enough already. Facts. I went to Mexico and knocked out Munguia fair and square in December, and I was gracious enough to give him a rematch in May. Facts. He knew he could not beat me on a level. Wow. Playing field. I trust that this result will be overturned immediately. That's how he feels. All right. Let's see what Jaime Munguia has to say. Jaime Munguia, he says, throughout my boxing career, I have undergone numerous anti-doping tests and have never tested positive. Okay. I was tested twice during the training camp and both results came back negative. which is why receiving this notification of an adverse finding has been a complete surprise to me. I don't think he wrote this. Several experts have explained that there are multiple ways contamination can occur, and I am finally willing to undergo any retroactive, current, or future testing to demonstrate that I have always been a clean athlete. I will not make any further comments on this matter until the process is concluded with the results of their sample. I get you. Now, I don't think he wrote it. But with that said, though, it represents him. Either way, he said that he was told by experts, many experts, that contamination can happen. Exogenous testosterone. You feel me? Contamination does not, it's almost, I think they have to come up with something else, to be honest. It's almost insane. He's just going to have to say he tripped and fell on a needle or something. No jokes. Because it's almost, that is the, contamination and exogenous doesn't. Now when it comes to PEDs, at least that's how I see it. That's how I see it. Sarate. So I'm going to explain the difference. Stuff like Clenbuterol, things like Ostarine, you have found supplements and food products contaminated by those things. So if you believe Ryan Garcia, Canelo Alvarez, or you don't, either way, it is possible for contamination. It happens all the time with Ostarine. It's happening so much with Ostarine. I'm happy that I was able to raise the awareness of it, because that shit needs to be stopped. But we're going to go further in a minute. And it happens with food products with Clenbuterol, which is why they raised the level of Clenbuterol to pop dirty. Or you think it could be something else. Fine. All I'm saying, the difference is as Ostarine and Clenbuterol can happen due to contamination. Exogenous testosterone is a different case. All right. Now let me see. But maybe. I'm sure Conte can help him find a way around it. Hilarious. Actually, I heard that Victor Conte is actually like, no, there's no way contamination can happen. I heard that he said that too. All right. Now, let's move forward. He's definitely the GOAT. Let's listen to what Oscar De La Hoya, who represents Ryan Garcia, has to say, because everybody is looking at this as a Reynoso thing. Okay, so let's check out with what Oscar De La Hoya had to say.
It's shocking. It's just shocking. I can't really comment on it, but yeah, it's pretty shocking. My perspective is, who's their trainer? I mean, if there's 4 fighters who are testing positive for whatever drug, well, who's the trainer? Because the trainer should oversee that. The trainer should overlook that. You know, whether they have a nutritionist, whether they have a doctor, but the trainer is in charge. So I don't know, maybe you should talk to him.
Meaning, once he's kind of doubling down with everyone else on Reynoso. Reynoso has a certain level of responsibility to guard the safety of his fighter if he's not participating. I get that. Now, people are talking about Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia, he popped when he wasn't with Reynoso. But if y'all saying that Reynoso was his foundation and he learned bad habits from that team, nothing could be said there. What I can say is this, is that Oscar De La Hoya, he fought knowingly. Now, we all know he fought 2 fighters at least who popped dirty. That's Vargas, who popped for steroids, and Sugar Shane Mosley. He beat Vargas, lost to Sugar Shane Mosley twice. Oscar De La Hoya fought those guys. All right. It's kind of hard for me to really have a take against what Oscar De La Hoya is saying. He's been in a ring with two people who popped. So, all right, the guy is a treasure when it comes to the sport of boxing. He is. The guy was an Olympic gold medalist, Hall of Fame boxer, now Hall of Fame promoter. He kept the Ring magazine alive. The guy has done a lot. All right, good things and bad, of course. That's people. But at the same time, his contribution to the sport of boxing, he gave us Ryan Garcia, he gave us Canelo Alvarez. His contribution is tremendous. Okay. All right. Now, let's look at what Jermall Charlo had to say, because this got a pause. This got a lot of weight to it. We're going to have to play the receipts on this one. Hold on. Here it is. Receipts, motherfucker! Check out what Jermall Charlo had to say.
I've been telling y'all about Snack for a long time. Victor Conte them.
That's that snack shit. I'm telling you.
No bullshit for real. They make the drug at the limit of non-responsible. All right. So like this right here. This level is you're banned. That's a banned substance. They will make the drug all the way up to the line of the banned substance, but it doesn't show, so it's not responsible. So they've been doing that shit for years, but now that they, tapped into it, it's getting caught. Y'all think Canelo hasn't been taking Clenbuterol for a long ass time? Y'all think he ain't back on that shit, or y'all think it was just in the state? Because I go to Mexico all the time. I'm from Houston, from Texas. I'm in Mexico all the time eating steak. I ain't never got popped for no shit like that. Think about it. They microdosing it. They're look, no excuse. I'm not trying to put nobody out there. This not just boxing. This a lot of athletes all over the world. They make the drug right there to the line of like disqualification, but they don't surpass it. So they're not getting caught for it. A lot of these fighters on all kind of shit.
Jermall, you actually, when you were talking about with Thomas, hey, I'll let you go 10 if you want. Does that really happen in boxing amongst fighters?
Yes.
Because you got to spill in beans on that one.
All right, yes. Yeah. It's a little scripted because when I was coming into the big leagues, getting my name out there, I would fight some opponents and they like, don't knock him out in the first round. Like, but what if I catch him? I'm gonna knock his ass out in the first round. Me, I never played it with the system. I do what I do. But it's fighters that will make it last. Some fighters take dives. You don't think a fighter gonna hold another fighter up? It happens.
Even at the top level? At
the
championship level?
Yes, it happens. Some of this shit be scripted.
Yeah.
Oh, well, damn. Here's my take on all of that shit he said. And you guys going to participate in the war room. Chat it up. My general take is this. Everything he said, I either agree with or can't disagree with. Everything he said, I either agree with. There's a ton of things he said I agree with. The things I don't agree with, I don't disagree with. Which means you agree. I am just ignorant on it. And since he's in there doing that shit for his career in ways and from vantage points I've never been. I am in no position to disagree. You get what I'm saying? I'm just listening at that point. And it's like, I can see that. But I do have an added take. I do have an added take. All right. I said this when I was breaking down the Ryan Garcia shit. When it comes to PEDs, all of that shit is fugazi. In my opinion, all of it is fugazi. And he alluded to it. He did. All of it's fugazi. Let's start here. When I talk about fighters from yesteryear and people say boxing evolved, a lot of times what people said is the nutrition and the science evolved. What? ShowBizz, the nutrition and the science evolved. So the athletes evolved. Do you know what you're saying? Food hasn't evolved. The earth hasn't produced better natural foods. Soon as you say science, you are saying unnatural. As soon as you say science, you're saying unnatural. Now understand, even the stuff you take at GNC when you're lifting, some recovery supplements, protein supplements, anything that helps with your performance, endurance, that's supposed to be over-the-counter, natural shit, all of that's fugazi. Not true. Of course, you'll say that. But you haven't even listened to the whole argument yet. All of that's fugazi. That's why you have contamination. How do you have one product better than the other? It happens at the top. I was a regulatory affairs manager of one of the biggest pharmaceutical companies in the world. Not going to say the name of the pharmaceutical company, but you could probably guess. There's only like 2 or 3. All right. That's what I did for a living. I managed 300 and something thousand drug substances. So listen to me when I say it happens at the top. Who tell you what's allowed and what's not? All of it, blasphemy. I'm finding out a sport is rigged just makes you even not even want to watch. We'll work on it. But Biz Cook, I'm telling you, Sadate, how do you say this is illegal and this is legal? This is illegal at this much, while this is legal at this much. And how much do you know is allowed to be effective? Charlo said they take it right to the limit. Number one, who dictates or defines the limit and why? And you take it to the limit. What is it? There's so many different things. You don't even know what it is. Look at any supplement you get. Look at the label. You have no idea what the hell it is. You don't know. And guess who doesn't know also? The fighter. The fighter is relying on his nutritionist or her nutritionist, who is being allowed by the trainer. So when Oscar De La Hoya said, you got to ask the trainer, that's what he means. We're trying to get you to perform here. Take this, this, and this. The fighter's like, the fighter isn't educated on that. Many fighters haven't even finished the 5th grade. You're supposed to know. They don't know the science. Neither do you. Who go get a bite to eat, who go look at labels. You have no idea what's going on. And many of you don't even feel like trying to find out what's going on. And whatever you Google, that information is information they want to give you. So a fighter is just relying on the nutritionist who's allowed by the trainer. That's the black two sugars. That's the black two sugars. Flex on them. Did y'all sign a petition already? Yeah, everybody sign a petition. The link is in the description box. That's straight from Victor's old playbook, bruh. Many of these supplement manufacturers are the biggest investors of the drug testing itself. Ah! The only people who are going to disagree with what I have to say are people who use over-the-counter supplements, and they're going to take it personally and say, I'm not cheating. You're not cheating. You're not cheating. You're not in the sport. But let me tell you this. Anything that improves your performance past what you can do, anytime you need any kind of help past what you can do, that is extra shit. That is science, and that is unnatural. To be drinking so much protein, I could get 40 grams of protein 3 times a day. You can't even eat that much. You're ripping your muscles, you're building them back up. It's cool, it's allowed. I'm just saying it's unnatural. All of it is. And listen, they're competing with each other. So some will put a sprinkle of Ostarine here to make their product even better and won't put it on the label. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. Don't take it personally. Listen, I'm a fitness pro. I work out all the time. Facts, Biz wanted. People barely read the back of the cereal, but I'm saying, would it harm you? Not all that stuff. The harder stuff can harm you. That's why the testosterone, the steroids, hurts the person taking it more than the opponent. Yeah. Kidney failure, all that shit. Stopping PEDs doesn't just to protect the op, it's to protect you, the person taking it. Let me see. That's the black two sugars. I'm saying it's common sense. But when you add when you add yourself into it, then you lose common sense. Because like, oh, not me. That's really what, or I used to not, and I don't. And when you add yourself, you try to bend the rules. All right. But it is what it is. I'm not saying everything is equal. Of course, steroids is way, more damaging than a protein shake, for sure. But I want to say this too. Okay? Teach. Let me see. Malik Scott didn't take a dive. He invested in Wilder LLC and became a board member. Snack has the boxing super soldier serum. Bruh. I was going to say something, but I don't want anybody to have some kind of retaliation. So I'm going to skip that. All right? I know better. But I'm going to say this, though. You cannot, and it's unnatural to, not you cannot, it is unnatural to lose 20 pounds and regain 30 overnight. You can't do that by eating 1 leaf of lettuce and drinking a bunch of water. Try it tonight. Try it tonight. Everybody with a weight issue. And I'm talking about, forget being in shape. I'm talking about you guys who are out of shape, who can lose weight faster than people who got muscle and in shape. How about y'all? I know there's a few, heavy brothers and sisters up here. Try it. Try it. Let me see. What's good, Biz? You're right. There are true herbal remedies out there that are clean. It makes you wonder why they aren't used. Yeah, because listen, bro. And then I'm gonna move forward because we're on this longer than I thought we were going to be. But there's only so much. Hold on, let me see. Did a 3-month training program and added stack to it feel good, but would probably piss hot. Dr. King tried to love somebody. Listen, there's only so much a clean diet can do for your performance. Me with a clean diet and Herschel Walker with a clean diet is 2 totally different things. Because there's something called DNA. There's something called DNA that years and years and from your ancestry on, there are certain people who are just beasts. And in order to compete with that beast, clean diet versus clean diet ain't going to do it. There is something called DNA, bruh. For real. There are people, me on a clean diet and Michael Jordan or Wilt Chamberlain or some shit on the 2 totally different things. In order to compete with them, you need some science. That's the black 2 sugars. Let me see. Genetics. Yep. Let me see. Bill Haney staring at Biz from the world. Hit the Tyson bell. Okay, let's move on. Now, check this out. Genetics beats everything. Because some people, hey, I'm a clean athlete. Yeah, of course. Look at you. Look at your father. Look at your mama. Look at your grandfather. Hey, I'm clean. Y'all gotta be clean too, brother. We can't rock with you, bro. You bro, I can't. All right. Let's move on. Jermall Charlo and what he had to say about Caleb Plant.
I'm gonna get my lick back. Trust me. This year, I'm gonna get my lick back. I will get my lick back this year. If they said it, I'll get my lick back this year. I'd rather get the Caleb Plant situation handled for the world and the fans, and because like I had to sleep with that.
How hard is it for you to be around Caleb and obviously be professional, be at this event, and not think about that incident and want to act upon it?
I learned what God really meant when he said turn the other cheek, and it don't faze me now. You know what I mean? I want my lick back for sure, but I won't mess up the bag. I won't blow the bag. I got to go get the money. I'd rather fight him in the ring than go to jail outside. If I slap his ass today at the press conference, I'm going to jail.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what that meant. He has no ill will towards Plant. He just got to do it on GP. Number 1, get to the bag. Fight Caleb Plant for the bag and build off of that slap for the bag. Oh, yeah. But on top of that, he got to get his lick back off GP. He said for the world. He said, I had to sleep with that. The world is looking at me. There's worlds who think there's people in the world who think I'm a mall for that. And then there's people who are big fans of mine in the world saying, hey, no, bro, you're going to have to get your lick back. But how he feels, he ain't sweating it. I'm telling you, he said I had to turn the other cheek. I saw you did that. No pun. Okay, let me see what you have to say. Dr. King tried to love somebody. I don't know if Yoel Romero was clean or not. He never popped one time, but got thrown out. Man is still jacked today at almost 50. I mean, that could be genetics. I don't know, man. I'm telling you, I've had cousins that's like, yo, I mean, they drank, smoked, that y'all have them. It's like, brother, you still alive? Just, I mean, uncles and 80 years old, drunk, smoke, their whole drugs, and still alive with a 6-pack. And it's like, yo, if you were on a clean diet, you will be alive at 200 years old. Let me see. Man, Herschel is out in rural Georgia fighting werewolves for the Republican Party. A dude 6 years old looking like a rip as AJ. I'm saying, bro. I'm saying Tyson Bell. I'm saying. Let's move on. You think Caleb Plant wins? That's fine. Here's what Charlo had to say about the Haneys.
What's your relationship with the Haneys?
Fuck the Haneys. Fuck Bill Haney. He made this little controversy. I can show y'all Bill Haney calling me talking about Eddie Hearns. They paid him his money and his son is on the bottom, on the back of the president and all this. Bro, Bill Haney owe me an apology. I gotta see him. I'm in Vegas, Bill. That's another snack fighter. Another snack fighter. Exactly.
That's that snack shit. I'm telling you.
What do you think about
Fuck the Haneys.
The Teofimo and Devin Haney fight? They were supposed to
I'm going for Teo.
They fell out though.
I'm going for Teo regardless.
Even with all the comments?
I like Teo. I don't mind. I say racist shit all the time. Last question.
Okay. Let me give you my take on that. All right. Two things, Teo and Haney. Okay. Listen. This is the Facts Friday. On the Facts Friday, I'm usually saying everything on my damn mind. That means, yo, Biz, been watching for 3 years, start and just became a member. Love you, boy. Respect for you, what you do for boxing. Love you, boy. Thank you so much, my brother. Listen. What he said about Teofimo. I didn't hear too many people call him a coon for it. If I said it, I'd be called a coon. All right. But either way, I'm going to keep it a bean. There are many of us. That shit ain't bother us, man. Hey, listen. None of that shit phases me at all. I told y'all that. Now y'all called me a coon for it, but I think it's because I'm secure in who I am as a black man. None of that ever fazed me. If you're just playing, it doesn't faze me. And if you're dead serious, I hate black people, I laugh. I don't. What difference does it make? That's something you got to deal with because we're here. Like, I don't. That's you. I'm not. That's how you feel. I hope you continue to feel that way. It really does. Now, the reason why I fight for it or have fought for it is for you. There are many of you where it affects you. And I ask you, if it's affecting y'all, hey, holla at me. We'll do something. But it don't affect me at all. It doesn't. It don't bother me at all. Let me see. ShowBizz, you've been to Groton. No, I haven't, man. I haven't. Bro, hit the Tyson bell. Wow, bro. It doesn't. Brother, let me tell you something. I know Eddie Kane is like, how can somebody call you a name or call your people a name and it doesn't move your day? I'm too secure. It's kind of like a kid saying, you ugly. I'm not going to spend time with that kid and be like, you shouldn't say that. Don't you say it? That's up to your mama. You're a nice one. It doesn't. I'm telling you, that's how I see it. It just doesn't. It's just too inferior for me. That way of thinking is so inferior for me that it doesn't do anything. Let me see. I was one of the ones who laughed at the racism doesn't offend. It doesn't. Not the same. Well, it no values. Well, that's what I'm saying. You value, and that's why I'm talking about me. Now, once again, you can judge me, right? But I'm not judging you, bro. Like I said, if that stuff ruins your day and it consumes you, you saw me put out videos and everything. You saw me talk with the WBC, speak with Undisputed, speak with Ryan Garcia's mom. I did the work for you, for me. That doesn't ruin it doesn't even make, I don't lose sleep. I don't even think about it. If somebody down the street say something to me, it doesn't define my people. It doesn't define black people. It doesn't hurt black people. It doesn't put a shadow of black people. It just make you look like a damn fool to me. Right? But that's just me. Let me see. I don't know why fighters get offended about words when they have 2 fists covered in gloves to solve problems. People just need a whooping low key. I'm saying, and here's my thing. Terence Crawford put his arm around him and checked him for it. He was just like, let me see, will you have, I was just playing, I'm just, fine, go ahead, go play. But Terence Crawford he didn't stand on the mountain and he wasn't Malcolm X. He handled himself. Hey, tell me right now just tell the people how you feel about me. I'm just playing around. Okay, cool. Bet. And he hasn't brought up since. Man, let me see. Genetics play a big part. Some people carry the genes of Neanderthals, and it shows with the brains of not understanding the no runner rule. You're hilarious. Okay. To go a little bit further, Jermall Charlo said he likes T.O. I tried to tell y'all before how T.O. is acting and what he is are 2 separate things. I tried to tell y'all that before. You just got to, if you don't know, you don't know. If you know, you know. How he's acting and who he is are 2 totally separate things. If you know, you know. That's all I got to say about that. Now, when it comes to Haney, all right, and what Jermall Charlo said about Haney, this is what I have to say. If you notice, nobody disliked Devin. If you notice, nobody has a problem with Devin. What do you think about Haney? F the Haneys. He's talking about Bill. And I've been saying this for a while. Bill, bruh, love you like a play cousin, but you ain't helping, bruh. Bruh. When I met Devin in person, he actually seemed cool to me. He doesn't like a lot of the things I do, for sure, and what I had to say about him during that situation. And he was irritated about it, but he doesn't come off as somebody not to like. That's why you hear Henry Garcia say, let your son talk. Because really, nobody really has a problem with Devin. It's just that with the energy from Bill and Devin fanboys, when you see Devin's face, it's like, ugh, bruh. But on the real, Devin ain't done shit. Devin ain't done shit. Let me see. R. Kelly told T.O. to step in the name of plural. No, that's hysterical. That's hysterical. Let me see the tiniest bit. That's hysterical. Let me see. Biz's arm got sniffed up in Devin's nostril. Oh my God. Y'all like PED cheaters though. Okay. There it's my man, this guy here, you're having a hard day. Nobody's doing anything to you, dog. you're having a hard. You're what you are right now is you're Bruno Surace. You're actually the person who Jaime Munguia. You're feeling that I'm the person that's being done wrong. All right, you're having a hard day. All right, I hope things get better for you. Let me see, War Room. He's trying to fight the whole War Room. Everybody thinks how they think. Yeah. Biz just told us he was making the paper before YouTube. Biz used to wipe his ass on himself. The haters can't hate. Love you, boy. Yeah, I had a house and a Corvette and all that stuff before YouTube. To quit my job and do YouTube, that was huge because it's not like I wasn't comfortable, right? Before YouTube. Okay. He had a bad day. All right. Let's move forward. And let's look at the receipts of Teofimo Lopez and his antics. Hold on. Here's the receipt. motherfucker. Here we go.
I king, I do a die king. I take purple to the head like a Viking.
Boots, if you're on here and your father's on here, Bozy, listen to me. You bozos. How you claim yourself from Philly and you don't want to fight the best? Come on, bro. I don't think you from Philly. Any questions? Yeah, no Boots fight then. No Boots fight. They said no. Tio, you the best. Move right, apologize, and get this paper pop. What? Did I just read that correctly? What? You want me to apologize for something I didn't do? You want me to apologize for being me? Shoot me now. Kill me now. You want me to apologize for something that is me? No. I'm good. I'll meet God early. We don't apologize. We just show love, all right? I love you, Turkey. I want to love you so good, Turkey. I'll hold your hand like Crawford did.
How did you get fired? How the hell you gonna get fired on your day off? I don't know.
Oh no.
Yeah, they said how I get fired on my day off.
How in the hell did you get fired, man?
You got to be a stupid motherfucker to get fired on your day off.
You do your job so well.
I know. But then,
Jesus.
But then, you know, it's the fingers, man. It's the fingers at the same time.
I mean, well, look. I was actually saying, in New York, this is the only man that put on a show. The only one that turned out and put on a show. You know, getting paid millions of dollars. I'm telling fighters this and the fans, like, you got to put on a show. This is the only man right now in boxing who's putting on a show outside the ring and inside the ring. That's it. That's the bottom line.
And I got fired.
And he got fired for it.
Listen, T.O. Here's my take. T.O., you probably watching. Here's my take, T.O. You have successfully assholed, pause, no diddy, assholed your way into likability. Because most people are screw-ups. See, you can be so perfect that no one likes you. And you could be so wrong that people hate you. Both extremes are hated. But you can asshole your way, pause, to likability. Soon as you got fired by Turkey, His Excellency, who people are seeing as, hey, this guy, this is this power guy. You get fired by him, and you show the bravery to not give a damn about how he can react to you and how others in the business can react to you. That actually becomes likable. Just don't go too there's a window, because you can keep going and then people are like, you're a piece of shit. I'm through with you. It happened with Ryan Garcia. It happened with him. Ryan drinking on the scale, and he got to a point of huge likability. It's like he became a screw up to the point of likability. That can happen. Like, it's like, yo, I kind of like dude. He don't give a shit. Right? You just can't go too far. You can't go full villain. You can get to like rebel. Everyone likes a rebel. Let me see. That's the black two sugars. Let me see. Charlo talk about Crawford at 68, and I'm agree. Yeah, he said Crawford is not going to be that effective physically at 168. We're looking at him how he is in his prime size, and I've said it many times. Let me see. I think T.O. is going to sign to Golden Boy. He's meeting with Oscar today. Oscar might be the perfect fit, pause, for T.O.'s personality. yeah, on top of that, Oscar has also, you know, bucked the system when it came to His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh as well, right? Another thing is Oscar relationship with Ryan Garcia is on and off, right? Everything can happen. He can set up Tio versus Ryan. He don't even want he only want Ryan versus Haney. He can set up Tio versus Ryan. They at the perfect size. Everybody would be crazy about that fight. And then whoever wins, he can walk over the op who's laying down. He can walk over the loser's body and raise the hand of the victor because he'll have them both. It'll work out for him. It's kind of like the bad boy fight. They both stay on board, you know, racist shit. And they both been like bad boys. You can have them go up against each other. You know what I'm saying? De La Hoya, he was born that night, not last night. Let me see. Yo, Biz, me and wife was talking about the fights this weekend. Shout out to wifey. She is in here. Love you, girl. The question came up, who's more of a dangerous fighter? One who has nothing to lose or everything to lose? One who has nothing to lose, or the one who has everything to lose is more dangerous. The one who has nothing to lose can lose. He has nothing to lose and it's dope, but he's not used to winning anyway. Let me see. One thing I don't rate about Tio's bars is they are not even funny. Like he just he is just being racist for the sake of being racist. The bars are terrible. Yeah. I don't think what he says is always that charismatic. There's a Tio that is very charismatic, right? The racist stuff just is cringy. But other than that, he said, you know, I'll hold your hand like Crawford did. That was kind of funny because we saw when it happened. I don't want to show it because it's just like, you know, but we saw when it happened. It wasn't meant to be like, you know, but you know, of course, how we are now, it just looks super funny, right? So that was pretty funny. And then he says something like, what else did he say? Oh my God. He said something else that I thought was funny in that clip. But him saying that he's not going to apologize, shoot me now, it's kind of funny. Because I'm asking the guy to apologize. Let me see. So they got Tio on tape stealing boxes. Yeah, dog. Yeah, I don't know how he got fired on his day off. Sacred Fire, Moisture. Haney was mad because you said the truth. Nobody like the police. You talking about thug life, but quick to sue someone. If he's a Haney fan, then that explains it. You know, a lot. I mean, Haney fanboys. Like Haney fanboys are. I don't know why they're like that. I'm happy you had that job because you have been on the stand right now with Punisher testifying against Diddy. Puffy, a motorcycle bad boy. Take that. Mofo, not motorcycle. Oh, my bad. Bad boy's a mofo. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. What could have happened? What do you think about Crawford's sparring partner, Lester Martinez, being the replacement in case Crawford gets injured? I think you got to have a replacement, right? You got to have a replacement. So, I mean, let's just hope it doesn't happen. No matter who the replacement is, it got to be a nobody. It can't really be a somebody because then, you know, you have that pushback when Bacoli was Joseph Parker's and he got knocked out, right? When Padley was, so he got to be somebody that people don't really know too. Okay. Let's move forward. Dan Rafael claims to know what happened with Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, Boots Ennis.
In the end, Ennis decided that was a no-go, and that was the fight that Teofimo really wanted. And they had agreed, I guess, at least on, you know, I don't know if the exact dollar figure, but they knew sort of the range of what they were going to make for that fight. And when the Ennis fight was not there, the money for the alternative, which was Haney, which is still a reasonable bout, was maybe not quite the exact same as what would have been there for the Boots Ennis fight. And so it feels like Teofimo kind of agreed to the Haney fight, but got kind of irritated that the money wasn't quite the same. And that sent him off the cliff into writing all the crazy tweets. And I saw the videos he did that Turkey fired him or I got fired from boxing. I mean, he's kind of maybe lost his mind a little bit. So the bottom line is, whereas the Haney camp, from what I am told, was good to go, agreed to, all set, let's do it.
Dan Rafael, that's my guy. We've worked together on a few occasions. My take on that is this. I mean, it seemed like he just said a lot of, I feel like. It wasn't really news all the way, except for the Boots Ennis thing, right? Boots Ennis turned it down, just didn't feel like going Teofimo Lopez's direction, the money or whatever. And then Teo and Haney. But the rest is kind of like he doesn't really know, so I think he's given his opinion on how he feel it went, right? And in that case, okay, my thing is, he said he think Teofimo Lopez went crazy a little bit, saying that he got fired from His Excellency Turki al-Sheikh. There's a chance that he didn't get fired. He's lying. There is a chance. There is a chance that he never got fired or nothing. He's like that's the and this is a publicity stunt. Very much a chance of that. His Excellency Turki al-Sheikh could have probably called him and was like, "Hey, like, what the hell? What's wrong with you, bro?" And he was like, "Okay, I got fired." Right? Who knows? Who knows? All right. Either way, he got a lot of momentum right now that he can leverage into a bag or into a big fight. He can leverage it. My thing is this. I wanted Teo. Well, I wouldn't mind Teo versus Haney. I like that fight. I do. I wanted Boots versus Teo more because I just feel like there's more action in that fight. Unless we get the no running rule. And everybody, I have the petition in the description box right now. Everybody go to description right now, hit the link, and sign the petition for the no running rule. Hit the Tyson bell. Now, I've said this a million times, but there's a lot of you who are just huge Devin Haney fans, and like, it's not against Haney. Haney doesn't even fight like that. All right, that's number one. Number two, it's not a no movement rule. It's a no running rule to avoid engagement with the intentions to not fight in a sport, which is a fight. So if you don't completely understand the no running rule, before you sign a petition, read it. And if you can't read, or if you too lazy to read, then sit this one out. All right. But what you shouldn't do is not read it, not be informed, and then make up what it is, and then tell the world what you made up, and then argue against it, and then say ShowBizz said that. That's some bullshit. All right. That's just being a beta. All right. Let me see. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on real quick. Alexander Usyk, how he's training for the Dubois fight. Hysterical.
Ну мне тоже боляче, и шо?
Идите ровно бьют,
и шо?
Я же тебе не так бью.
А это твои проблемы, як ты бьешь. Давай.
Давай.
It was Tim Butler who emailed that to me. Love you, boy. Let me see. Dr. King tried to love somebody. I rewatched Mayweather versus Cotto the other day. Crazy people called that running. It wasn't. Dog, that was a slugfest. It must be sick with today's actual. Yeah, I mean, if listen, to keep it real, Mayweather is so far from running, it's not even funny. Mayweather versus Gotti is a similar situation matchup wise as Haney versus Ramirez. Gotti couldn't cut off the ring. Gotti feet was too slow. Gotti hands was too slow. He was overall too slow. And what did Floyd do? He fought him. He used his movement to make him miss, but he never used his movement to excessively avoid engagement. He beat the shit out of him. That's the difference. Gotti, love you, boy. Hit the Tyson bell. That's the difference. He beat the shit out of him. That's what you do when you have a speed advantage, when you have an elusiveness advantage and a reflex advantage. You beat the hell out of him. You smoke him. That's the sweet science. That's the sweet science, bro. Floyd Mayweather understood the sweet science. So did James Toney. So did Willie Pep. Somebody brought up Willie Pep and said, Willie Pep won a round by not throwing a punch. That is true. But in my response to that, I have a few things to say. Number one, Willie Pep had over 200 and something fights. Name something else. He had over 200 something fights over how many rounds? Name something else. That lets you know how fugazi that statement was. Number two, what I want to say is he did it as a challenge. He told his corner, watch me win this round without throwing a punch. Number three, that was an excessive avoidance of engagement. Let me tell you why. It didn't go over rounds. It was one round. That's not the no running rule. It is, okay, I see your intentions of not engaging. That goes over rounds. People keep bringing up one round or a moment or two by showing our Ali footage. But number three, he was right there. Nobody watched that round. That's the problem. Willie Pep was right there. He was fainting. He wasn't running. Willie Pep was right there, bro. That's the difference. Whap. It was beautiful. That's how he won the round. It looked so beautiful. That's how he won. He didn't win by running and people, boo. He won the round because it was so damn beautiful that, hey, he won that. They didn't even notice that he didn't punch. Let me see. And that ain't happening ever again. Dr. King tried to love somebody. Now Dubois champ, his team needs to make sure Usyk shorts correct height. If hit to the body, and does his classic timeout hand sign to ignore. That 100% facts. How would your no running rule affect a fighter who was knocked down and trying to survive for the rest of the round? I spoke on this, but for some reason you didn't hear it. Let me explain this to you before I leave. Let me explain this to you very slowly and very clearly. But what's going to happen, I'm already speaking slow. But what's going to happen, people ain't going to hear this, and they're going to ask the same question or assume that I have something against people who are hurt. Okay, let me break it down for you. Number one, if you're hurt, your legs are too damn Bambi to run anyway. You can try to move, but you can't. Do you know how often people who are hurt try to move out the way? That ain't going to change. When you're hurt, it's going to look like it always looks when you're hurt. Either you're going to try to clinch or you're going to try to run. That happens when you're hurt. Look at Frazier versus Foreman. They can't get away when they're hurt. They try it all the time. All the time. Try to run when you're hurt. That is the worst thing you can do. Your best, because you ain't got your best bet is to cover up. You try to run, you definitely going to get rocked. That's one. So think about reality. Number two, when you're hurt bad, let's just say somehow you got the legs of Bolt even when you're rocked. If that's the case, even when you hurt, you can't excessively clinch. Even when you hurt, if you're clinching too much, the ref knocks your hand down because it's a fight. You're going to get whipped. And I said it many times in defining the no running rule. It's just like excessive clinching. So if you're running for 1 minute and 30 seconds while hurt and you're running and you're just running, the ref has grounds to say something. But another thing, running isn't a moment. It ain't a direction and it ain't a moment. It's an intention to go into a fight to avoid engagement the entire fight. It ain't a moment of moving out the way and being successful. It is an intention to go into the fight, avoiding the game. I cannot keep saying it. It's like their people brains are drooling brains. They cannot absorb it. Let me see. What else you gotta say? Let me see. Cotto was one of Floyd's best fights. That's one of my favorite fights ever. Also, big difference: running, holding, and spoiling when hurt for 30 seconds or so, and running consistently round after round like Haney did. Brother, Dr. King, it doesn't matter. Those who are not slow, if you agree, sign a petition. If your brain, just no matter how I say it I spoke on it for an hour. I have many shorts. I wrote about it, commented on it. Brain still can't absorb. At this point, sit it out. Sit this one out. Let's just, those who can absorb it, either vote or don't. Sign the petition, Biz, but 2 little signatures. It just started a couple hours ago, bro. That's some great work. There's some great, you wanted to get 1 million already. That's some great work. There's a lot of signatures. Biz, that was too fast. Maybe at least 0.25 speed. You ain't lying. You're right. I got to slow that down, bro. If y'all see somebody running, watch track. If y'all want to see, I think there are people who don't know that fighting is violent. So they immediately be like, hey, you want people hurt? How? You don't want people hurt. It's like, dog, that's the reason why we watch. The best thing that can happen in boxing is pop. Not nobody getting touched. Boy, that was a good fight. I ain't see shit. That's not the best thing that can happen. The best thing, whack out. That's why, bomb squad. That's why Wilder was so dope. That's the best thing that can happen, bro. Understand. Just admit what we are. We're addicted to violence. And that's what boxing gives us. Let me see. De La Hoya would have been affected by the rule in the Tito fight. No, he would not have. So at this point, I can't help you. At this point, I can't help you. Because I'm not going to keep repeating the same shit. At this point, you can't be helped. You're going to bring up 2 right. At this point, you can't be helped. UFC literally has the same rule when what's so confused. I know. And Oscar versus Tito Trinidad was a great fight. It wasn't William Skull versus Canelo. He can't tell the difference. So I can't help you. Can't go to NBA with a football. You can't go to NBA with a football. Let me see. I thought William Skull trained with Usain Bolt. I swear before Lord. It's that Neanderthal gene I was talking about. I'm saying, bro, it's the Neanderthal gene. You can't. You know there was a fool. There was a fool on X who put up the fight. HOD was there. HOD. And I'm gonna leave on this, all right? Because we need to see what's up with that weigh-in with Jermall Charlo, Caleb. We gotta see what's up with the weigh-in. I'll be at the PBC live stream and commenting on that in a few hours. But you know there was a fool who put on X a video of Muhammad Ali versus Sonny Liston. That fool obviously never heard me explain or didn't listen to what the no running rule said. ShowBizz would be against this. And I'm like, you're only saying something that dumb because you don't listen. And really, not listening makes you dumb. That's Black 2 Sugar. I don't understand how these morons can grasp excessive holding rule, but not excessive running rule. I swear before Lord, they can grasp excessive clinching, but can't grasp excessive running. I'm telling you, the brain. Sign the non-engagement petition. Love you, boy. Yeah, the link is in the description box. You can sign a petition. Bruh, I seen that. You saw that, Jordan? In a fight where Muhammad Ali, I don't care. I don't give a damn which one it was. He won by KO in both. The second one was short work. The first one, he was whooping Sonny Liston's ass so much, he tried to cheat him. Muhammad Ali didn't even avoid engagement when he had shit in his eye. He tried to move back, but he was still engaged when he was blind. When he showed that clip, Muhammad Ali, I said that no running isn't a direction, it's an intention. Muhammad Ali stepping back, bam, bam, bam. Even in the clip, he shows a moment of Muhammad Ali like, that's not against no running. Rounds and rounds of excessive avoidance of engagement. Not what Muhammad Ali doing. Because if that was the case, he wouldn't have TKO'd Sonny Liston, one of the greatest heavyweights, toughest SOBs ever. He wouldn't have TKO'd him. He tried to show, and even in that clip, Muhammad Ali, back. It's like, bruh, dumb as hell. Let me see. Flex on, we technically don't have to wait on the no running rule to be implemented to enforce it. Failure to engage can be classified as unsportsmanlike conduct, and a point can be deducted for the fighter disqualified. I know, but they're not doing it. So let's get a rule directed to it and let's fix this shit. See, the difference is, I'm not saying, hey, please try to enforce one of the rules that are there, and they ain't doing it. Let's create it and enforce this shit. Sign the petition. Show, even if they don't do the no running rule, they can show that people are totally against running and that the refs got to do something about it. They can come up with something. That's why the petition is so important. Sign the petition. Boxing could do something. All right, let's go through the rules and say, let's enforce this more, whatever it is. It is extremely valuable to still sign the petition that's in the description box. It is very valuable. People don't know the difference between elusive defense and running. Need to sit this one out. Yep. And just let us get them better fights. Yep. Because what you have to consider and you have to think about is their incentive to try to disagree with it. That's what you got to focus on. Like I said, it's 1 or 2 things, or maybe 3 things. Stubbornness, because they get what I'm saying, but they so stuck on their behavior before they listened that they're not going to change their minds. All right. That's just being immature. Huge fanboys and thinking that this is against one of their fighters. It's not, but they can't help it. All right. Or they just don't listen. And they're mouth droolers. They're mouth breathers. The Neanderthal brain. All right. That's if you say the no running rule means only slugfest, then one, you didn't listen, or you have an incentive to you can also have an incentive to just be against ShowBizz. I don't want him to get the satisfaction of having an impact on boxing. It can be that too, because I see that. And you ain't gonna get this done. So that's a totally different thing. They're against themselves having a better product because they're against me more than themselves having a better product. That's just being a hater, right? So you got that. Let me see. Dr. King tried to love somebody. If these fools can't understand the difference between fighting on the back foot and running, they should just quit watching boxing or just stop having opinions for the next 5 years. The thing is, most of those people definitely never been in a boxing gym, because in a boxing gym, they'll tell you what you're running for. What the hell you doing? They'll tell you that. If you spend any time in the gym, they'll tell you that. Lupe, put the petition on. My brother Lupe, love you, boy. Now Lupe done told y'all. Now it's up now. Flex on them. I think the word run triggers. Yep. The only time I saw running was when Shakur turned his back to De Los Santos and ran to the other side of the ring. Devin and Skull was excessive movement, 100%. So what happens is when you use the term running, that's why Archie Sharp and me putting Archie Sharp example up there, thank goodness it's bad, but he just did it on DAZN, was valuable, because what my brothers are doing, the bros, What they're doing is they've argued for years, especially Floyd Mayweather fans. They argued for years against other fans who says Floyd was running or blacks run. So when they hear the word run, they just immediately defend it's a black thing. And it pisses a lot of people on the real. So you hear the word run. That's why people are like, yo, change the name because it got to be, nah, man, it's no running. All right. But it's not a black thing. That's another thing. So you have those people who are, brother, it's an entertainment thing. And what I want to say is because there are other people who have trolled you to say that running means black, it doesn't mean it's true. Black people running isn't a black style. It's not. Style is style, no matter what color you are. There's been black sluggers like Hurricane Carter, like Marvelous Marvin Hagler, like Henry Armstrong. There's been black boxer punchers like Roy Jones Jr., Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard. And then there's been black slick fighters like James Toney, Floyd Mayweather, right? Michael second to none. There's just, and it's been the same way with Hispanic fighters like Hector Camacho, Salvador Sanchez, Ricardo Lopez. And then there's been sluggers like Chavez. It's just, brother, same thing with white fighters and everything. So don't use that bag or that bag of insecurity you have from conversations you've had in the past to hate on this situation. The no running rule has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with the sport being preserved and your dollar being valued and counting for more quality product. All right, let me see. How is it possible that Haney literally broke the record for least amount of punches in a 12-round fight and these guys not getting it, the difference? You can't bring up Haney. If we sparring in the gym and somebody constantly running, coach pulling their ass out the ring, 100%. You ain't come to fight. Get the hell out of here. This is the gym where gladiators are made. But people don't know the difference. I don't understand how people don't see the effect running will murder boxing in the long term. Let me tell you something. And it don't take many bouts like that for it to murder boxing. It doesn't take many bouts. All it takes is like 2 more. Let it happen on a big stage one more again. I'm telling you, let it happen this weekend. Let Charlo go running around. And LaMotta, and he throw a jab and he go run. They'll be like, yo, boxing sucks, bro. This is why I don't mess with it. They won't even watch the plant fight. They'll be like, yo, this is what I've been talking about. I'm out. It doesn't take it. It is very imperative that we get this no running rule passed. It is very imperative. Slick black boxers, Caleb Plant. Thank you. Thank you. That is the funniest comment, and it makes it. Thank you, bro. They say blacks run, but praise the Soviet style. I mean, it's just not a black thing. All right, they and all that. Let's get off the they. We are boxing fans. Let's go ahead and lift boxing up, and let's win this shit. Help make boxing the #1 sport in the world. Boxing is too damn small to keep dividing us in subcategories. We keep going up against each other. Boxing is too small and fragile to have such a fraction. We're fractured. We have fractures in the game, and the game can't hold up. It's too small for it. So you keep saying they and us and them. Shit, we got to be together and get this small sport lit first. Then you can divide it. Let me see. Running seems to be judged based on who the A side is. If B side fighters runs, they usually lose. If the A side fighter, they usually win. Crazy. I don't agree with that. Haney won that fight. Haney won the fight, bro. And William Skull lost that one. Haney won that fight, bro. I mean, he just could have whooped him like Floyd got it. Slick black fighters equal. Oh my brother, you're eating. You're eating. If that guy was he'll smoke a cigarette and whip your ass. Is it excessive movement? When you're scoring as well. It's the opponent's job to find a way to win. You shouldn't have to change your style. Styles like the Cuban style are based on movement. It's not based on running, though. You can be running and scoring. Yes. You can have the intentions to not engage and run and poke, and the whole crowd is booing and leaving. You can lose by winning. The Haney versus Ramirez fight was shit. Sorry. Shane Mosley was Haney's trainer, and he said it. And Shane Mosley said that Haney wasn't even training like that. He only did that because Bill told him to. Shane didn't like that. Nate Jones didn't like that. They were like, what are you doing? It's very simple to tell the difference. You just got to know what you're defending. You're not defending a shitty fight. You're defending a guy, but you're not defending the sport. Let me see. Dr. King tried to love somebody. I went to Times Square to see the build before your event, and it was crazy. The work that went into that for a horrible night of fights was running. I know it doesn't help anybody. Be a savior sanity, my brother. It's over with. We got a petition. Let's work. So I'm gonna bring a bat. It's my job to figure out. Right. Let me see. I used to wake up in the UK at 3 a.m. to watch Roy Jones and Mike Tyson with my dad as a kid. Yep. I didn't know people divided by color in boxing community until I got on YouTube. Me too. Never saw it before. Me too. And I'm so happy that happened, because what you got now, you had a very gullible host. When I got on YouTube, I was extremely gullible. I was saying stuff and people were calling me names a long time ago. My brothers were calling me names a long time ago. The bros, I just didn't know. Oh, damn. I found out I'm supposed to think a certain way. Get on code. Okay, what's the code? Be in this box or else you're not real. But see how I am. You ain't going to tell me what to do. I'm a mama's son. I'm me. I'm what I've been taught and what I've come from. So these strangers wasn't going to be able to put me in some kind of box. I was going to talk proudly on how I think and what I would want out of the sport. And come to find out there was far more of you who were thinking that way. But when I first started, I was very gullible. I was just like, damn, wait, I thought I said something good. I was having fun. I thought I said something good. Come to find out. Everybody was just judging. Clock out, Biz. Save your sanity, gang. Yep. I'm getting irritated myself. Yeah, it's time. It's time. It's time. Don't even bother at this point, Biz. We can't save them all. Yeah, you're right. We got the petition all over socials. It's in the description box. We can work with that. Let me see. When and where is the next live? I'll be there. Salate! I got you, brother. I'll let you know. I think it's September. Damn, Biz. I didn't know that was a thing. Mike Tyson's black, and his style definitely ain't a runner style. I'll study fighters and practice moves they do, like Mike, Loma, Canelo, hit the... Let me see, man. There's so many grunts not understanding what no running means. Brother, they get it. They get it. They're trying to not get it. To save whatever lust they have for a guy or two. All right. But at this point, we got the petition up. I did the best I could. The war room, y'all did the best y'all could. We had huge debates on X. It's over with. ShowBizz adult. If you want to sign a petition, sign it. If you don't, don't. I'm out. Huh. Almost there. 616. Oh my God, it's about to go down. It's going down. It's going down.